Thank you for joining me for today's webinar, continuing the series on weight management. And today, I'll be talking about increasing physical activities without going to the gym. Is it possible to increase physical activities without going to the gym? Yes, that's what we're talking about today. And I'll be taking you through different simple things that you can do without going to the gym and be able to get enough physical activities. Once again, I'm Dr. Folu Olatona. I work as a senior lecturer at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, but this program is a part of my PhD thesis at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. So I'm conducting this PhD to help students in the University of Lagos to address body mass index, weight management strategies, body image, and eating disorders or disordered eating. So that's the essence of this PhD, is to address those things that I've just mentioned. I've conducted webinars for 7 weeks. This is the 8th week. And this 8th week is about increasing physical activities without going to the gym. So at the end of today's presentation, you should understand the importance of physical activities, the relationship between physical activities and weight control. There is a relationship between physical activities and weight control. If somebody reduces physical activities, it's going to affect the weight. If somebody increases it, it's going to affect the weight. So those are the kind of things we'll be talking about today. If whatever you are doing that is involving the muscle of your body that is making you to be more active, that thing is going to have an impact on your weight and hence weight control. We also talk about other benefits of physical activities, because physical activities is not just for weight control. There are many other benefits, health benefits. I'll mention some of them, and then most importantly, practical tips that you can adopt to increase physical activities without going to the gym. So what is physical activities? Any movement that is carried out by the skeletal muscles that requires energy. So anything that you do that you're using muscles to do. Yeah, you are using muscle, and it's burning energy. That's what we refer to as physical activities. But when you say exercise is a type of physical activities, and it is the planned, structured, repetitive, and intentional movement that is intended to maintain or improve wellness. Physical activities, you just do it without necessarily planning for it. You climb the stairs, you pick things, you cook, you clean your room, or everything you're doing that involves movement, that's physical activity. But when you plan it and it's structured, is intentional, you're intentionally doing it so that you can improve your wellness or improve your weight or shed unnecessary body fat, then that is referred to as exercise. And an average person in our generation is supposed to schedule exercise into her lifestyle, because most of our work involves sitting down. That's what we call sedentary lifestyle. So because of this sedentary lifestyle, it's important that we all have a plan to include exercise in our daily schedule. Your goal of exercise should be wellness, not just being slim. Some people, the reason why they do exercise They just want to be terribly slim. They're not thinking about their body mass index, whether it's within the normal range or is not within the normal range. They just want to be slim. Like I said at the beginning of the series, you shouldn't have a goal of being slim like any TV model. Your goal should be based on your own body mass index. So if you check your body mass index and is within the normal range, maybe your body mass index is between 18.5 and 24.9. You don't need to lose weight. You don't have to look slim like anybody. Your body is your body, and you should love your body. So check your body mass index and be sure that you need to lose weight. Otherwise, you just do exercise to maintain your health. There are different types of exercises. It can be endurance exercises, strength exercises, balance exercises, flexibility exercises. Then the ones that we are really concerned about is the endurance exercises. And this type include brisk walking, jogging, swimming, dancing, step training. This helps the body to use oxygen better. That's why we call it aerobic exercises. Your heart, your lungs will function better. And the process of brisk walking, jogging, swimming, all of that can actually help you to burn fat. But it's good to also do strength building exercises, because as these exercises build muscle, they also help you to burn fat. All the other exercises are important for health, but for the purpose of this weight management, you should pay more attention to brisk walking, jogging, swimming, dancing, and any other exercises that you can call aerobic exercise. So why should we do exercise? Why? Most students are sedentary. You sit down to read, you sit down to receive lectures, you sit down for many things, almost everything you need to do in school, except you are a student who works at the lab, you sit down. And because we sit for hours, we need to consciously include exercise in our schedule. So you need to recognize these facts that you sit too much, then you intentionally be active. Walk from your hostel to the gate, walk from your hostel to class. Sometimes if you are not too busy, instead of taking shuttle, just walk to class, walk instead of driving. Instead of boarding a bus from one bus stop to the other, you can decide to walk. Add moderate exercise to your lifestyle. This is the message we're passing across this evening, that you should intentionally add exercise to your lifestyle. Apart from the brisk walking you take when you go to class or when you come back from class, if it's not up to 30 minutes in a day and it's not brisk enough, it would be a good idea to just have a plan to get 10 or 15 minutes exercise in the morning. It can be skipping. You can skip a rope, or you can just walk around the hostel very briskly before you take your bath. That 10 minutes, 15 minutes will count, and we should add it to other activities of the day. Then you might be getting enough, which is 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise per day. The relationship between exercise and weight control, that's what I want to talk about now. Balance between energy intake and energy expenditure. So there must always be a balance. If there's no balance between energy intake and expenditure, then the excess will be stored. So if you don't plan it such that intake is the same as expenditure as an adult, the excess energy intake will be stored in your body as fat. Energy intake depends on the food taken, whereas expenditure depends on physical activities and exercise. So the amount of energy expenditure depends on your body weight, your metabolic rate, and your physical activities. So the physical activities is not just enough to say, I walked on Monday, Wednesday, during the week. How frequent will matter. So somebody who does that every day will be better off than somebody who just walks once in a week or does exercise once in a week. So we're interested in you doing it frequently. Intensity also matters. If you just stroll, you're walking like you're just strolling leisurely, it will not be as effective as somebody who walks briskly. The duration also matters. According to research, 30 minutes is good enough. So you don't have to do exercise for 1 hour, 2 hours, or just keep grinding yourself at the gym for a long time. 30 minutes walking, it's good enough. If your intake is more than expenditure, then the positive balance will be stored as fat. I'm repeating that. So if you like to eat cake, biscuits, pastries, those are high calorie foods, and they're going to get stored in your body because you are not doing enough exercise that can catch up with the amount of calories you're getting from those kind of food. One piece of cake alone can give you as much as 537 calories, whereas a bowl of rice would give you 204 calories. And if you do moderate exercise at the rate of 6 kilometers per hour, you are not going to even burn more than 276 kilocalories per hour. So that means for that one cake, you are looking at 2 hours to burn the calories from one piece of cake. So you must be careful what goes into your mouth. Energy, expending unnecessary energy will lead to weight loss. So any energy you don't need in your body, if you expend it, you'll be able to lose weight, and you control your weight and improve your appearance. So apart from controlling weight, there are other benefits of exercise, like increasing energy level, building up strength and endurance. Those are other advantages. Exercise can also work as an antidepressant. It reduces stress levels, rests, promotes sleep. Exercise makes your body to rest well, because when you do exercise during the day, you are able to promote sleep at night. You will be able to sleep well compared to somebody who doesn't do any exercise. You're able to sleep. You sleep soundly compared to someone who doesn't do any form of exercise. Another thing that makes exercise very important is that it lowers bad cholesterol in the body, it lowers blood pressure. There are many other things. Stimulates the immune system. Just by walking, doing exercise, you improve your immune system, prevent infection, aids elimination of toxic substances, strong bone, reduces the risk of osteoporosis. And you know, I talked about flexibility exercise. So that's stretching also improves flexibility. And it makes the brain to work well, such that even though you are growing older, you are not forgetful like other people. So it helps you to remember things. Exercise affects the body, it affects the mind. It's just one, if we can call exercise that one drug that fixes everything. It affects your mental health, affects every aspect of your life. That's what exercise. Somebody said I've said it all. There are many other things though. In fact, exercise, it can work as an antidepressant. It can help you to elevate your mood, to make you feel good. Because when you are doing exercise, some hormones are released into your body. They are called serotonin, yes. Serotonin Those hormones make you feel good. You feel well. You can call it wellness hormone if you like. That's what exercise does to the body. So why is it difficult to do exercise? If it's so good and has many advantages, why are we not doing it? Why are many people not doing it? Why is it difficult? Some people will say they are ill. That's why they don't do it. So people say they don't have time. Some people say they are shy to appear in tight-fitting exercise outfits. Some people say, Nigeria is not safe. The roads are not safe. They don't feel safe. That's why they don't do exercise. Some would say they don't know where to go. They don't know where to do it. They don't know what to do, or there's no equipment. You need to monitor your thoughts. Why don't you do exercise? What are your own reasons in your own heart why you don't do exercise? So when you monitor your thoughts that way, then you can address the reason why you don't do exercise. If you are thinking, I don't have time, it's just because you have not created the time. If you create time, you'll be able to do exercise. If you are thinking it's because you don't have equipment, you don't need any equipment. Honestly, you don't need any, just walk for 30 minutes. That's all you need to do and you'll be fine. So we're encouraging you this evening that you can increase your physical activities without going to the gym. You can learn to do a lot without going to the gym. What you need to do is identify the blockage in your heart and find a reason to counter that, find something to counter that reason that is in your heart. Commit yourself to exercising every day. Plan ahead, have a routine, find out what is available and possible to do. For every one of us, walking is available. When you're on campus, you can walk from your room to the class, walk back from class to your room. I've walked from Unilag Gate to Senate House before. It's not a big deal. So that means you can walk from anywhere on campus to your classroom. And when you're at home, if your environment is not good enough, you can look for a school near your house or a church compound, a compound where you can just walk around that is safe. Just find out what is available. Even if you can't do 30 minutes at once, you can get up and walk for 5 minutes, walk around your house, walk for 10 minutes here and there. And by the time you put everything together, it counts. Just moving, fidgeting has been shown to even have effects on weight control. Those people that fidget, always moving their body, they will be able to lose more weight than those who are calm and they can sit in one place for 2 hours. It's not a good idea to sit for 2 hours without standing up. After 1 hour of sitting, you should stand up, stretch your body, and move around. In fact, after every 30 minutes, it's better. After every 30 minutes of sitting, stand up, stretch your legs, move around, contract your muscle or move parts of your body. When if you sit for a long time, your muscle can be contracted. Please plan to increase your activities every day so that your body can function better. Increasing physical activities without going to the gym is possible if you are determined. You can engage in active recreational activities like cycling, jogging, skipping. Right in your room, you can skip. You can even do jogging on the spot, and you can climb stairs. Whenever you are thinking of which one is better, maybe it comes to your mind, you're just wondering, is it better to do my exercise indoor or outdoor? Who knows the better one?
I think outdoor.
Outdoor is better because you have the opportunity, you are free, you get fresh air, so you get enough oxygen. But apart from that, you also get vitamin D from the early morning sun or late evening sun. So that's very good. And it's a good idea to take part in sports. I know that many ladies may not like sports, but if all you can do is walking briskly, that's fine. So I want to talk about how you can achieve your exercise goal. So if you have a goal or 30 minutes more of moderate exercise 5 days a week, you need to monitor yourself to find out right now, how active are you now? Then monitor your exercise-related thoughts and activities. If you have thoughts that it's not possible or you don't have time, you need to monitor your thoughts. What's going on your mind concerning exercise? You think, oh, you're too busy, it's not possible, you don't have equipment, all those things that I mentioned earlier on. Deal with those thoughts first, because those thoughts are going to block you. Deal with them first. And if you know that you're not active enough, then what can you do about it? Rather than give excuse, what's possible to do? Then you now choose your goal. Process goals that are possible, that are attainable. For example, you can make your goal to be 15 minutes before class in the morning, 15 minutes after lectures. And that's possible. 15 minutes. Some people will be having a gist with their friends for that 15 minutes, but since you have formed that goal, you are determined, the goal is controlling you, you are not allowing the environment to control you. And then start gradually and preferably with a trial period. Make your exercise regular. Don't go into complete rest. Start gradually. Don't start suddenly or stop suddenly. Just start gradually, and then you can start increasing it. Plan to do it daily. That's the way to go. If you plan to do it daily, some days might not work out. Those days that don't work out, you balance, or you get 5, maybe you can score 5/7 or 6/7 or 4/7 some weeks. You know, we have 7 days. So if what you can do is 4 days or 5 days a week, but if you don't plan to do it every day, you might never get up to 3/7. If your plan was to do it every other day, and then some days will not just work out, you might end up with 3/7. So I want to encourage you to plan to do exercise every day. So tomorrow morning, if all you can do is 15 minutes, just get out there, do that 15 minutes. Then when you come back in the evening, do the 15 minutes. Get the support of a friend or family member, like an accountability partner that can remind you or can go with you. The two of you can go together, maybe a classmate who also happens to be in the same hostel. You can decide to go together. That support will help you to be consistent. It's good to combine an activity that you enjoy, like music. You can be playing music while you're doing your brisk walking and you enjoy it. But if you don't like, if you do it in a tedious way, maybe you make it too vigorous, you might dread it and you will regard exercise as something terrible, something that is not welcome. So that way you'll not be able to sustain it. So I'm encouraging you, please be consistent. Don't jump into exercising and or just stop suddenly to enter into complete rest. It's a good idea to record what you're doing, record your exercise. If you go out today and all you're able to achieve is 20 minutes, write it down, then write the number of days per week, monitor yourself, and you can have a plan to improve. The best time for exercise is early in the morning, but for some people, they may not have a choice. It's in the evening, they can do their own. So, but when you do it early in the morning, it helps you to become active on time and face the day's challenge better. It helps weight loss because in the morning, your blood sugar is low and you are now burning calories. So if there is no sugar in the blood to burn, your body will have no choice but to go into the reserve in the liver and burn off the fat that is in the reserve. So that's why it's good to do it in the morning. The body must just burn fat to get energy to run or walk. So it will get it from the storage and you'll be able to lose some fat. If you do exercise in the morning, it helps you to deal with the stress of the day better. Although it can be done at any time, but I'm just encouraging you to do it in the morning so that you can get all the benefits, like combating stress and the weight loss we're discussing. If you can't get to do it in the morning, what about break time? During your break, you can do a lot. You can stretch, can do stretching, that's flexibility exercise. You can also do progressive relaxation, just relaxing during your break. Can do breathing exercises. Oh, there are different things you can do. But for weight control, targets 15 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes after working hours. Please avoid exercise 3 hours before, less than 3 hours before bedtime, because it's possible that some hormones will still be floating in your body and they will disturb your sleep. Duration, what's the duration and the frequency that is recommended? At least 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week is the recommendation to maintain health. And like I said, you can divide this into 2 or 3, giving you 10 or 15 minutes per time. Even though the recommendation is 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week, and 30 minutes is good. It's not too long. But if you cannot get that 30 minutes, please divide it, because the fitness and weight loss benefits are the same, whether you do the 30 minutes at once or you break into 2 or 3. Aim at it every day. Be careful and look after your body while doing exercise. Avoid eating less than 2 hours before exercise or within 15 minutes of stopping an exercise. It's good to give some gap. If you have just eaten, then wait for 2 hours before you do exercise. And if you have just finished an exercise, wait for 20 to 30 minutes before eating, so that the food doesn't regurgitate and disturb you. Use appropriate shoes and clothes. Follow safety precautions. Start with a warm-up and then end gradually. Cool down after aerobic and strength building exercises. Before doing stretches for flexibility, let there be a warm-up too, so that you don't injure your muscles. When you do moderate exercises, it's safe. It's safer than vigorous, has many advantages. The strength building exercises should be done on alternate days. So if you want to carry weights and build strength, it's good to allow your muscle to rest after some time of exertion. So alternate days will be better for strength building exercises. Alternate days, just do it every other day. Please avoid overtraining. Some people are not able to do exercise during the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no exercise. And they now want to get the 150 minutes that is recommended per week. They want to get it in one day. That would not be safe. That's referred to as overtraining. So extreme amount of exercise done over a short period. That's overtraining. Don't do 150 minutes in one day, please. Even if you couldn't get your exercise at all during the week, then you can do some on Saturday, some on Sunday, and then some minutes on Monday, rather than 150 minutes on Saturday. So the volume and intensity of exercise should not exceed the recovery capacity. So don't do too vigorous, don't do it for too long. That will have other negative effects. High intensity exercise in the gym may actually cause more harm than good. More than 5 hours of high intensity exercise per week is rather too much. And then make sure you listen to your body. If your body says you are tired, then stop. If you're breathing in a way that shows that you are not coping well, please stop the exercise. If you feel fatigue, you're dizzy, or you're having palpitation, shortness of breath, or back pain, then it is time to stop the exercise. In conclusion, physical activity is very important. Any movement at all, any movement that can like anything that will make any muscle to move is important. But what we're saying is that many times you don't get enough physical activities. Therefore, you need to schedule exercise into your program intentionally. Have at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise every day. This will help you to burn the excess calories stored in your body. That 30 minutes is maintenance recommendation for every healthy adult. But if you need to lose weight, then you need to do more. Please, as you try to do more than 30 minutes or more than 5 days, maybe you choose every day, be careful not to overtrain. Don't go doing exercise for 2 hours at a stretch. It may have other, it has the negative effects that may not be welcomed by your body. So listen to your body. Seize every opportunity you have to walk briskly, to be active, and you'll be able to manage your weight very well. Thank you for joining me for tonight's webinar. Thank you.